Hey, I'm Victor Margiotta, and this is the Community Show. We are excited to have Sonia Garber back on the show. We're going to talk about food, because I'm a foodie, and we're going to talk about Cortland living, and we're going to talk about all the people she's met while she's been doing the Cortland magazine. And I want to thank Sonia for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I'm thrilled that you're back.
Me too, and we're going to cook.
Yes,
Yay.
We're cooking. We're making smoothies. This is the new trend in food. We got to get all our vegetables and our fruits, and we're going to try to eat right and exercise so everybody can get involved in the community and feel good about it.
I'm going to turn the tables.
Okay.
So, at Paradise,
Yep.
I know it's Italian cuisine. So,
Yes.
what's inspired you today for us to do a smoothie show?
Well, I actually had a show a couple of months ago. It was Heart Healthy Month.
Oh.
And I had Caroline Chirella came on the show. She works for the Heart Association. And she brought a nutritionist on, Karen Mayo, who actually wrote a book. She wrote a book called Mindful Eating, and it's an excellent read.
That's great. It's
Yeah.
You read so much now in different media about mindfulness and the importance of health and nutrition, and I think people are just really so much attuned to it nowadays.
It's
awesome.
very important.
Yeah.
And and it's not just a trend. It's something that we should all be doing and on a regular basis.
Absolutely.
In between eating. Once in a while we can steer off the beam, but...
And eat at Paradise?
And eat at Paradise. Well, we try to have our vegetables there and eat right and exercise and all that stuff, so...
And don't you garden?
I'm actually an avid gardener now that I could say that I'm an old Italian man, and been gardening for 10 years. Always wanted to have a garden, and finally when I bought my house, I had a spot, so... And I love it. And believe it or not, you learn something new every year. I tried growing the bell peppers. To this point, still, I'm unable to grow bell peppers.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize they were hard.
I guess for me, they say they like a gravelly, sandy kind of dirt. They like to get the water, and then they like the water to run right off.
So you need to buy gravel?
I guess I did. I tried. I put sand and gravel with the compost and the dirt, and I don't know what happened.
You'll get it.
Yeah. So I want to thank you so much for having us on the cover of the magazine.
Oh my gosh, I've been getting so much positive feedback, and everyone just knows and loves you guys. And Linda Puglisi has been commenting to me about how thrilled she is. You guys have been in this community for like nearly a century, so thank you.
Yeah, it was great. The article came out excellent. Everything about it was really good.
Thank you so much.
And I got to tell you, what a great job you're doing with the magazine. I love the fact that you put the people that, advertise with you, and and they are families. They're families that live in the community, that love the community, that want to see this community do well, and I think that's so important.
Absolutely. I think you said the last time that I was on, family is the cornerstone of the community, and I really believe in family. And our sponsors, our ad sponsors, they are making Cortland Living, your community publication, a possibility. So they definitely deserve that recognition.
Excellent. And it was Mother's Day, and I want to wish you a belated Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your son is beautiful.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job with him. And,
yeah,
and that's where it starts. It all starts at home, raising the kids and teaching them the right way to do things.
Absolutely.
And then it spills off into the community. So we're going to make a smoothie. I'm starting off with some kale.
Oh, that's good.
This is the superfood. And again, it's not just a trend. It's something that everybody should be doing all the time. Kale, there's so many good things about kale.
I love kale. In a salad, or just like you're doing.
Okay.
Blend it up.
Yeah. And we'll throw a little bit more in there.
Do you grow kale?
I don't, but I have seen it. I used to grow from seed, and it's just so much work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you could find so many good products at some of these farm stores, and
or even the supermarket.
The supermarket has them, and they're really. It's easier for me because then you got to start.
It's not like you're busy or anything.
No. Thank you. I am
Tongue in
pretty
cheek.
busy. Yeah, that's it.
Mr. Chef.
And then now it's golf season, so I have that going
Oh
on.
my gosh.
I want to say hi to all my golf buddies, especially I'm in a Buchanan League. They wanted me to join full time, but I got the 1 day off, and if I do that, then I can't play with my other buddies,
So
and I can't visit my cousins, and
yeah,
so.
you do it, but that's so cool that
It
Buchanan
is.
has a golf league.
Oh,
That's
it's
so
great.
awesome.
They've been doing it for like 40, 50 years.
Is it mini golf? That's all I know how to play.
Well, believe it or not, the putting is huge.
Really?
Yeah, the first thing the pros, when they win, what do they say? The putter was working.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right, good to
mini
know.
golf is a big part of it. All right, so I have some blueberries,
Oh my God,
another
they're so
superfood, so we'll get those in there. And I also have, I'm going to throw a couple strawberries in there. What the heck,
Making my
right?
mouth water.
Oh, good. So we got a couple strawberries. We'll take the cores off, or the leaves, all right? Okay. And you know what? We're going to grill. So let me turn the grill on. I got some eggplant. We're going to grill some eggplant and some red peppers that are very good for you too. High in vitamin C. So,
Do you need me to do anything?
No.
Okay, okay.
all right. So you've been doing this for a year now. That's great.
It's been in. I've been doing it for longer than a year.
Okay.
Getting it off the ground. It's been in print for a year. So yeah, I mean, you're right. We just had our 1 year anniversary celebration. Yeah. So
And you finally got an office. You were doing all this out of your house?
out of my home office, which no complaints.
No.
But just being able to, we had a ribbon cutting ceremony
Yes.
at the Flats building in Peekskill. The mayor, Frank Catalina, came, Deb
Nice.
Malone, and I think in the picture that was just up, it was also Kathy Talbot and Linda Puglisi, of course, and a bunch of friends and supporters. And yeah, it's just nice to, I guess it feels more official or
Sure,
something.
right.
You know, just to have a space and it just frees up. I don't know. There's something about when you're growing a business or like a passion or anything you love, freeing up, energy and movement. And there's just something about the whole process of going there and meeting people there, and it's just a new energy. So we're really excited about it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so I have the cucumber. I peeled the cucumber because, a lot of times if you buy them in the store, they have wax on them, and you
Oh,
just want to get that
okay.
off. So we're going to cut them on an angle.
Can you just wash them or?
You
Or, but it's
can,
better
but
to-
it's
yeah.
better to peel.
Oh.
Unless you grow your own cucumbers, then you're in great shape. So we'll get the cucumber in there. And we also have some celery. So we're going to get a couple celery. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I cut the cucumber on an angle. It'll blend better when it's on an angle. So.
Okay.
And we're going to do the same with the celery. So this helps your pH balance. We have to be in balance. That's your acid base, and the more neutral your body is, the better you are.
Wow.
Yeah, so, okay, so we got, okay, so we're going to cut the pineapple. There's another art to that. We're going to cut the bottom off, right? We'll get this out of the way.
You've definitely done a thing or two with a knife.
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful.
My knife skills are atrocious.
Oh, no. How come?
I don't know.
You got to practice. Take
I
a cooking class?
am behind the scenes when it comes to the whole cooking thing. That's why I'm sitting and you're standing.
That's right. Okay, so now you got the core, so we're just going to cut around the core. See that? You like that angle there? Beautiful.
It looks
Okay.
good, yeah.
All right, we'll get that in there. We got a lot of stuff going on here. All right, okay. One more little piece we'll get in there. And then I'm going to make a little fruit bowl too. So, okay, now we have some coconut oil.
So good for you.
Oh, yes. Get that in there. Beautiful. Use the knife. Perfect. I got my plastic fork.
Woo!
And we have chia seeds.
Mama chia seeds.
That's right. It's just like the Chia Pet. I didn't realize that they were that good for you. So we'll get those in there. Do you remember the Chia Pet?
Of course.
Chia. Okay.
I don't, wait, can you, I don't remember the song. Can you say it again?
Chia.
I still don't remember.
Got. And now we have flax seeds, also very good for you. So we'll get those in there. Now you could use water, but we're going to use coconut water.
Which is very hydrating.
Yes.
I know anytime.
And it's also going to help blend everything. So we got to put quite a bit in here.
And it probably adds more of a taste or a better taste or flavor than
Without a doubt. And also adds in the nutrient factor.
It looks so delicious.
All right, so we're going to dump the whole thing in there. Okay, got it in there. Beautiful. Now, we've got another superfood, turmeric.
I've read, so what, it cleanses, right? Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So we'll get some of that in there. And now, in order for it to be digested into your body, it's important to have a little black pepper.
Oh.
So we'll get the black pepper in there. Now when we blend, we're not going to be able to talk because of all the noise, so we'll give it a minute.
Can we play patty cake?
We could play patty cake, we can lip sync.
We could thumb wrestle.
Thumb wrestle. Now we got some cayenne pepper, which is also very good for you. A little light on the cayenne. Okay. And we got the turmeric already.
That was a hefty little dose of cayenne there.
I know, we're going to be peppered out. Okay, so I think we're ready. Get that baby up there. Okay,
looks
now
great.
it's good to have one of these every day. So, okay, so get the top on right. And we're going to start it on low. Okay. And then once it starts blending, then we're going to work it up. Ah, you see it going down?
Okay, quick, we have to do a quick thumb wrestle now.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war.
Oh, wow, you're pretty good at that. Oh my God.
Okay, got you.
Look how good that looks. And it's very good for you.
It takes a little while to blend
Yes.
because it's a lot of,
Yep.
yeah.
All right, now we're going to go put it on high. And that should be good.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Wow.
It looks like pesto.
It looks like pesto, you're right.
But it's
Okay, now are you going to drink this?
absolutely.
All right, excellent. Here, have a little water first to get ready for it. Okay, I got your glass. Okay, and I'm going to, wow. Oh, see that? The celery didn't mix all the way, which is okay. Just take that out. Okay. Here, give that a try.
Are you having some as well?
Not at the moment, no. I'm going to start cutting up some.
That is so good.
Is it good? Awesome.
It's really refreshing, and the cucumber,
Now that's something you could eat every day. So.
and it tastes so hydrating.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm getting like electrolytes and nutrients and
It's all in there. Beautiful. Okay. So, you know, some people peel their eggplant, some people don't. I like to peel the eggplant. So, we get the eggplant peeled. All right, we're getting a little crowded here, so let me get rid of some of this stuff.
beautiful.
Nice. So, what are your hours at the office?
Well,
Are you 9 to 5 or
they
what?
say entrepreneurs have freedom where they can make their own hours and
Right.
blah, 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 but I actually enjoy sticking to a 9 to 5 schedule.
Okay, good.
But,
So when could somebody come by? They have to make an appointment to come and see you?
yes, I mean, you can drop in, but it's probably best to make an appointment. And my contact information is in every single magazine.
Right, that's
I'm
right.
the easiest person in the world to get a hold of. So,
Okay, good.
email, phone call. You You haven't seen The Office yet.
No, I know. And I was invited to the opening, the ribbon cutting.
Of course.
And I didn't come, and I'm sorry, but Saturdays at the restaurant are very busy for me, so
Next time.
next time. Well, I'm going to come and visit. I'll bring you a cream
Please
puff.
do.
You like cream puffs? Now, they're not something we could eat every day.
I
Cream
might
puffs are
actually
for
have
special
to
occasions.
taste one of your cream puffs today. I still
All
haven't.
right.
They look beautiful, but
Uh-huh.
I have yet to taste one.
No way.
I know.
That's right. Well, you know, the first time we were supposed to do a show, I think it got, not canceled, but it got rescheduled. And actually, it worked out to our benefit because we got to go out to dinner and we got to know
yes,
each other
and
better.
I've been wanting to taste one. I just have not allowed myself, but I think since this is so healthy with the smoothie, then I really should be able to have a bite of cream puff today.
Yes.
Just saying.
Okay. All right, now I'm putting a little olive oil on the eggplant. So we're going to grill eggplant.
Wow.
Now, believe it or not, the kale has protein, so you are getting your protein. But it would be a good idea to maybe have some chicken or, you know, shrimp is always nice to have.
Do the flax and the chia provide any
Yes,
protein?
a little protein in that too. You're right. Excellent, Sonia. Good job. All right, so we're going to get some red peppers on here. Put a little oil. Okay. Perfect. And we'll put a little on top. All right. Excellent. So who's your next guest?
Next meaning cover?
Cover.
I can't tell you.
Oh,
I'd have
okay.
to kill you right after and delete this whole taping.
All right.
You'll
Well,
know
that's
soon.
good. Okay. It's coming. Coming
It's
soon.
coming soon, for sure.
And so your website is?
You can go to bestversionmedia.com. Cortland Living also does have a Facebook page.
Yep.
Facebook.com/Cortland Living, BVM, I
Okay.
believe. Yeah, and then don't forget to pick up the magazine and
That's right.
hold it in your hands and all that
Now-
good stuff. So
Somebody did mention that they were having a hard time getting the magazine. Is it strictly in the mail or?
the idea is still the same from the beginning, that it needs to go to the entire town of Cortland. There are some, and I have heard that
Okay.
problem as well.
All right.
So, and it's just, we're still in a growth phase.
Yep.
So, I would like to fix that problem, but it's just going to take, ongoing support and continued efforts. And
Okay.
you can contact me, and I am trying to get maybe a small subscription base going, or just mailings. But I've been largely on my own, although I
Right.
do have fabulous writers right now, Bruce Apar and Ronnie Gatz.
Yep. Let's say hi, Bruce. Hi, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce. Yeah, Bruce has been great from the beginning, and Ron Egatz is actually, he's a New York Times bestselling author.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That's excellent.
I know. It's just an honor to have contributors. Brian Formagali of Peekskill Post has contributed a couple of times.
Okay.
Our photographer, who you met, of course,
Yes.
Mima Fiorino. So, I do have, some, help, so to speak, but sometimes the administrative things get kind of. So anyway, if you're not getting it and you're mad, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best.
Okay, good. All right, so we straightened that out. Now there was an article in the magazine that we're in about Indian Point, and I know you're not an expert on that issue, but I just like the idea that you are, these are some things that the community is very interested in. They're worried about what's going to happen when they close. We know people, ultimately are going to lose jobs, which is a sad thing, and then the tax base, there might be a little problem. So it is in the magazine, so if you can get a copy and read about it, it was an excellent article, and it does clear up some of the questions that people might have. So, okay, so I have some pineapple, some strawberry, and some blueberries in a little fruit bowl here. And this is excellent snack food. instead of eating a candy bar or, you know, I'm pushing the cream puffs, I can't help that, but instead of eating junk food, it's a good idea to eat your vegetables and your fruits. Very important. Okay, let me get a little more oil on top here. I'm going to flip these over. We should get some grill marks, which we have. Perfecto. Okay, good. Okay, so again, it was just recently Mother's Day, and wanted to wish my mom also a happy Mother's Day in heaven. So, and it was nice. Like I said, the article you guys wrote was excellent. So, I was really happy about that. They mentioned my dad, of course.
Well, you guys are a family legacy, and again, I'm just so happy in return that we were able to do it.
It worked out really well.
What's one of your favorite memories with your mom?
My mom was well. She taught me how to make the cream puffs, and
She did?
She did.
I didn't know that.
You know, and you know, I kind of had a feeling sooner or later, you know, working in the restaurant, you really have to do everything when you own a business.
Yes.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and we were lucky that she did it for so many years. You know, she baked cakes, she baked pies, everything. You know, my favorite was the peanut butter cheesecake.
That's going to have to be next on your
I'm
menu.
gonna have to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Actually, somebody wants me to make like a Reese's peanut butter cream puff.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
I'm gonna have to try and find.
But the base recipe is your mom's.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
So,
that's great.
But I'm gonna have to find some peanut butter pudding to make the, and then just everything else will be the same.
Oh, do
So,
they sell peanut butter
I
pudding?
don't know.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to find it.
Or grow it.
Or grow it,
You
right?
can grow peanuts.
Somebody just asked me to try and grow potatoes. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'll see. But now it's nice to have crisscross on your grill mark. So I'm going to turn the eggplant at an angle, and then this way we can get crisscrosses on the grill marks, which would be nice. So we'll turn those.
I do want to add,
Okay.
as far as staff, also our designer, Emily Preston with Best Version Media. She's, you know, and all the folks at Best Version Media, they really, I do a lot by myself, but they're such a great support and a great company.
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
it's just been an honor to have this opportunity with them. So I just want to, I forgot to say that before.
Yeah.
So.
No. That's great. And I'm going to lower the heat because it's pretty high there. We're getting a little smoky in here, which is fine. So what else?
So,
What are you doing for the spring now? I know you're worried that you're a little white, but we're gonna get sun
you
soon.
have to point it out.
No, you look fine.
I will be working on my tan
Okay,
as soon
good.
as possible
Yeah.
after noticing these shoulders today. And
Are you a beach goer? Do you like going to the beach?
not really New York beaches.
Mm-hmm.
I like Florida beaches, like the white powder sand. I actually lived on the Emerald Coast for a while, so I'm kind of really like almost like a beach snob now. Although I think there is something to be said for like the New England coast, and it's just a different feeling. But I don't know, it's something I haven't really had a lot of time to do.
Yeah. Well, I've always loved Jones Beach. And,
Well, oh yeah, growing up we went to Jones
yeah,
Beach.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And I didn't mind the brown sand, was fine. But, you know, I went down to the Carolinas and loved the beaches down there. They're beautiful.
Yeah, it's that same. It's the white powdery sand there
Oh,
too. I
it's-
think,
it's
right?
beautiful. And they're huge. The beaches seem so much bigger. You know what it is, too? We get a lot of, you know, the beaches kind of get washed away, too, which is,
Art.
yeah,
Jones
in New York.
Beach does?
Jones Beach, sure. And, you know, a lot of times they got to bring sand in, too. So, all right. So I'm going to put some eggplant on a plate for you. And I hope you're going to start eating healthy now after this show. That'll be important for you. So,
I try.
all right.
We all try our best. Not sure what else to say.
I know. Okay. So we'll Put it on like this. And we'll add some nice, beautiful grilled peppers. Lovely. I just want to congratulate you again on the office.
Thank you.
Did any of the artists in Peekskill bring you some artwork to put on the...
Oh my gosh, it's so funny you ask. One very talented man who he's very interesting. He's a retired New York City police captain.
Okay.
I forgot if the word is chief or captain. I think captain.
Captain.
Okay. And now he is a full-time artist, and actually he brought a picture of on a piece that I performed in for Embark Peekskill.
Wow.
And he was inspired and he drew something, and then he brought it for the office, and it was just a really cool feeling, just how things kind of, like when you're connected and things culminate, and I actually, you know, to have something to like look at that's tangible, I don't know. And that's, you know,
That's
not
perfect.
just in a computer screen, it's like
Right.
hanging on the wall, and it's a great piece of art.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, there's so many. I still pinch myself that I actually get to write about these artists.
Yes.
It still doesn't feel real,
Yeah.
and it's just been an amazing journey and experience.
Okay.
And
All right. So one more time, give your website.
bestversionmedia.com. Cortland Living is on Facebook,
Yep.
and check out the magazine.
Yeah. And go into Peekskill, check out the artist. I think there's a big open house for the artists, isn't there?
Peekskill Arts Alliance, yes. And I forget the exact dates, but
Yeah.
it's very easy to find online. Just
Yes.
look it up on Facebook or peekskillartsalliance.org, I believe. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's a great thing, and you know, we need to get involved. We need to get out into Peekskill. They've got some excellent restaurants now. I mean, I'd rather you go to the Paradise, but I do enjoy some of the restaurants in Peekskill. They're excellent. So
And you're having a little event at the Paradise with the Hudson Valley Gateway Chamber of Commerce.
yes,
coming
that's
up
correct.
just this week.
It's coming up. Yeah.
So what are you making?
I know we have cocktail meatballs on the schedule. So, okay.
I'll try
All
not
right.
to eat all of them.
Okay. And if you want to send me an email, and if you have any ideas for the show, it's Victor Margiotta, 123@gmail.com. And I actually brought Sonia a cream puff, so she's going to have a chance to have some cream puff, finally.
Okay,
All right.
here I go.
Okay.
Is there any special technique to this?
There is. You want to try to get the cream and the pastry and the chocolate all in one bite. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is great.
Is that good?
That's perfect. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Look at that. So, thank you for watching. This is the Community Show. I'm Victor Margiotta. I can urge you to get involved in the community. I know we were talking about the Rotary earlier, and join the Rotary Club, join the any one of the clubs in the area. So, thanks for watching.